responsibility. Pero yun nga, may tinatawag tayong mga corporate social responsibility. But this one is different, ano? Kasi nga, ito ay citizenship, sustainability, and social responsibility, Attorney Claire. Okay. Mga kasama ho natin ang founder and chairman ng Benita and Catalina Yap Foundation, si Mr. Antonio Yap. Good morning, Mr. Yap.
Good morning po sa inyo lahat.
Oo, at mga kasama din natin ang program officer na si Ms. Joanna Armenta. Hi.
Good morning po.
Kanina parang iba ang tawag sa'yo. Ano bang tawag sa'yo?
Jojo.
Jojo, ayan. Oo. Sige, pag-uusapan natin. Sir, bakit citizenship, sustainability, and social responsibility?
Okay, that's a good question. Ano? Mga, I guess, matagal na rin yun. Sometime between 2005 and 2008, nung ang foundation namin ay almost 15 years old, I met si Dr. Lillian Season ng UST. She was the dean of the graduate school. And she was telling me, yung mga ginagawa ninyo, helping people, etc., what you call CSR, why don't we have an event? And that became the first Philippine Conference on Research in CSR. Bakit first Philippine Conference? Kasi nangyari yan, nung nag-uusap kami, I decided, let's find out what's going on in CSR. So nag-create kami ng 4 na round tables. It took us over a year, hosted by the Ortigas and Company limited partnership dun sa board nila. And we brought together yung Ateneo, yung UANP, yung AIM, yung Lasal, etc. At tinanong ko sa kanila, marami akong narinig na anecdotal evidence ng galing ng CSR, ang daming natutulungan. Napag-aralan na ba yan ako? And over those many discussions, lumabas, medyo hindi pa masyado pala napag-aralan. Not only here, but in other countries. So we started searching. And we found a person considered one of the top experts in the world, si Dr. Wieser. And we brought him here. He did a 40-country study. Yung first conference na yun was called CSR 101. Ano ba ang CSR? Na at that time tawag natin Corporate Social Responsibility. At dumating siya. At sinabi niya, during the question and answer session, kasi marami siya pinag-aralan na bansa, no? Alam niyo, sabi niya, ang CSR napakasimple. When you do something that does not benefit you, that's CSR. So what happens to all the other things, sabi nila? What happens to all these companies doing all these good things, all these individuals? Sabi niya, that's very good. It helps people. Pero hindi CSR yan. So kami, when we heard that, we told them, yung pinag-uusapan namin a long time, which we call personal CSR, is a different kind of CSR pala. So what do we do with those good works? What happens when a mining company is required to help communities around them? What happens when a factory helps those around them because it's good business? So sabi namin yung good business, business with a heart, business with a conscience, corporate acts of charity, individual charity. Let's call it CSR 1.0. Anyway, okay. Anything that is good should be celebrated. And we should not judge, we should not tell them, ay nakakatulong sa kumpanya mo. Sabihin natin, buti na lang may gustong tumulong. Papaano yung iba? Yung sinasabi ni Dr. Wieser, let's call it CSR 2.0. At meron siyang 8 libro explaining what this is all about kasi academic siya. Well done, well documented. And then tayo, let's call it 3.0. Last February 20, 2013, this year lang, nagkaroon ng meeting sa Pilipinas, ang United Nations, sa Lasal. Inintroduce nila ang UN Prime. Ito yung Principles of Management Education. Inimbita lahat ng mga malalaking eskwelahan to say what is this all about. At dun, nag-discuss kami. 4 of us were invited to react. I was asked to represent all civil society. Sabi ni Dr. Roman, head of the AIM CSR Center, na why don't we come out with a Philippine definition called citizenship, sustainability, and responsibility? What is the difference therefore? So pag nag-corporate social responsibility ka, you're doing something very good, maybe as part of your business. I heard Mr. Ayala recently on Bloomberg talking about integrate nila in their entire planning for their entire company. Wonderful. Now you have corporations who are conscious of all their stakeholders, including those that are not their customers, that are not beneficiaries. Yung sa atin, sinasabi natin, pero kung ikaw as an individual, hindi ka nagbabayad ng taxes, nag-jaywalking ka, naaabuso ka ng ibang tao, huwag ka na mag-CSR. Areglo mo muna ang buhay mo. Be a good citizen. Anyway, ang purpose of all CSR is to have the country be a better place. So, yun ang diferensya. So, what we are studying, what we're celebrating, what we're discussing on Monday is our third edition, is the question of let us have social responsibility anchored on good citizenship and a commitment to our environment.
Oo.
Yun
And
ang
not
diferensya.
just a commitment to your company or a commitment to yourself, but for
Yeah.
other people,
Yes,
right?
we want individuals to also change. That's why
Mm-hmm.
when you go, for example, to our website, bcyfoundation.org,
Mm-hmm.
what you will find there is you can go homestay with indigenous peoples and learn about the tribal Filipinos and see how you as an individual without spending money can be of help. Meron dun VMX, our volunteer matching exchange, where you can be one of the tens of thousands of volunteers signing up who are offering of themselves time. Because time is more valuable than money. People working together. And many other ways. See, Jojo runs our youth program.
Oh,
See,
Jojo.
She goes to all the schools. She will tell you what it's all about. Students are signing up. We just finished a leadership seminar for all the student leaders in Southern Tagalog. We have more planned. She has visited 3 schools recently to give them a chance to talk about CSR. We call it our CSR Youth Forum. You can join us online.
Galing.
Okay, so this is what our CSR is all about.
So, ano nangyayari dito, Ken, sa CSR? Parang sa atin, sa yung Philippine version,
Yes.
parang we do not just give good deeds, hindi tayo gumagawa lang na maganda, kundi dapat meron din impact to the point na change din yung tao. Hindi lang, let's say, nagbigay tayo ng food.
Oo.
Diba? Good deeds yun eh. Diba? Good thing na ginawa mo yun. Pero, what after that? What now? Diba? What's next?
Yeah.
Diba? So, sa CSR, parang ang dating, giving good things, doing good deeds, at dapat ma-change mo rin yung tao.
Yan ang tama. Tama yan, attorney. Ang gusto nating mangyari, imbibe nila ang CSR. Sabihin nila na ang CSR natin, which we call CSR 3.0, itong personal CSR, dapat as you change and help people, you are changing also. And if many of us will change, our society, our country, will become so much better. Not because so much money is running around, but because inside, we're beginning to have a sense of community. That's why marami kami mga caravans. Visiting iba-iba. Mag-request kayo sa amin, pupunta yung caravan. Kahit nasaan kayo. Meron kaming mga tao who are available to give, not talks, but discussions. Hindi importante magle-lecture kami sa inyo, but why don't we discuss it? Why don't we give you exposure time? Diba? Why don't you experience it? You don't need money to be here. This is not only for the rich. Although, of course, we would like those who have more in life to share as much as they can. But we want that sharing to be purposeful.
Oo.
Sana clear sa'yo.
And not just a temporary relief, no?
Yes.
But lifetime relief for those who needs this, ano? Kasi nga, kung halimbawa, tama naman yon, you're sharing something and then yet it's just temporary, ano? Kakailangan at kakailanganin pa rin nila yon. Pero kung sa sarili mo, magbabago ka na at iisipin mo kung ano ang tama, ikaw na mismo ang nag-change sa sarili mo. I think that is what is the advocacy of Bettina and Catalina Yang Foundation, ano ho?
Yes, definitely. Ang sinasabi nga namin sa marami, maganda itong CSR, but why don't you start and be a volunteer?
Yes.
If you can spend 1 hour every month, once a month lang, 1 oras, punta ka sa charity ward ng PGH, makipagkwentuhan ka dun sa may cancer ng mga bata na terminal. But you do it every month, and you do it for as long as you can. That is more meaningful because masasanay sila that on Saturday at 3 o'clock, itong si Juan de la Cruz na doon para sa kanila, makikipag magkwento siya, kumanta siya, manggulo siya doon. And that kind of focus, committed, and continuing kind of CSR and volunteerism is what we want to happen. But of course, later, we then want them to go into this more active, usually like proactive way of helping society. Maging good citizen sila. Magtanim ka sa bahay mo. Gano'n.
Oo. Napakaganda, no? Ako, gusto ko to.
Yes.
Kaya mag-volunteer ako sa inyo.
Punta kayo
Yes.
sa Monday, please.
Count me in.
Oo, si Bernadette Sembrano, Aguinaldo, nag-text sa akin, Mare, papakinggan mo ito, sa Monday na. Okay? Kasi tinatanong niya, kung is there an event? So, pag-uusapan ho natin yan mamaya. Kaya Mare, dapat pumunta ka si Bernadette Zambrano. Punta ka, Bernadette, ha? On Monday, okay, saan ito mangyayari, sir? Itong summit na ito, itong third Philippine Conference on Research.
This is the third Philippine Conference on Research in CSR. It will feature 4 very specific things. The first is, gusto namin i-share kung anong nangyayari sa research sa buong mundo. So, ang speaker natin is from Nottingham University, si Dr. Kim, who is a very well-known researcher. Nottingham has produced more CSR-trained people than most schools anywhere in the world. Tapos, meron tayong discussion, sa arts. Meron kaming discussion on the arts. Paano yung arts and CSR? Paano nating pag-aaralan lahat ng good work ng maraming artista? Ano ba talagang impact nila? Where does it work? Where does it not work? Tapos, i-introduce namin, ano bang concept ng social enterprise? Why should you, with your sideline, with your business, not just do business, but incorporate CSR so that you will no longer be called just an ordinary business person, but a social entrepreneur with a social business.
But this kind of CSR is called the CSR 3.0.
Yes, what we're saying is that corporate social responsibility is wonderful. But we would like you to go hand in hand with what you're doing, personal CSR, which we, for convenience lang, are calling it 3.0. So you remember, mas importante pala ang mag-iba ka sa pagkatao mo. Huwag lang turo ka ng turo, bigay ka ng bigay, lecture ka ng lecture, and then after that, punta ka na sa kung saan ka, doon ka sa lungga mo at mag-enjoy ka doon.
And siguro pinag-uusapan na rin natin, Mr. Yap, is the meaningful CSR. Kung ano yung talagang mas makakabuti, Corporate, sabi nga natin, wala namang masama ron, corporate social responsibility, because you're doing it not just for the business and probably for other people as well, But sabi nga natin, yung pinaka-meaningful na CSR is doing it yourself.
Yes.
Oo.
Tsaka let me tell you about the event. So the event is on Monday from 8 to 5 p.m. at the Asian Institute of Management Conference Center.
In Makati.
In Makati. We did the first two in UST, kaya lang umuulan, may konting problema. So, we brought it to AIM for this year.
What time is it, sir?
8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yun, kaya natin pumunta.
Yes, please come and meet the ordinary people who volunteer. There will be students nga. Marami kami request ngayon if we can accommodate students. Kasi normally pupunta dyan research director, mga presidente ng kung ano. This time there will be quite a few students.
Ayun.
Kasi maganda na yung mga bata mismo gusto na sumama.
Yan, talking of the youth. Ayan, Jojo. Ikaw daw ang namamahala sa mga kabataan.
Yes po.
So what do you do?
Actually po, kasi naniniwala din po, ako po, bilang parte ng kabataan, naniniwala po ako na crucial.
Tayo!
Crucial po yung role ng youth kasi yung mga student, especially yung mga student leaders, diba, sila po yung magiging future leaders ng bansa natin. So, right now, parang tinetrain namin sila. So, sabi nga po ni Sir kanina, nagkakaroon kami ng mga caravans to talk about volunteerism, social responsibility for these students or youth leaders para maging aware sila and mabuksan yung isipan nila on how to help others, to be more selfless, to serve others. So, ngayon, from there, parang yung personal CSR, pumapasok po through CSR stories na nagkakaroon sila ng opportunity para i-share yung volunteer experiences nila sa maraming tao. So, umaabot po siya ng sa maraming tao.
Alam mo, okay, napapanahon to.
Correct.
Kasi syempre, yung mga magiging future leaders natin, yung magiging future senators and congressmen natin, dapat maumati ng mga ganito, di ba?
Para sa akin, napapanahon talaga ito.
Yes.
Lalo na sa mga kabataan. Pero alam nyo, sir, totoo yan. Mag-volunteer ako dito,
Attorney, masasabi ko rin sa mga nakikinig at nanonood, meron 3 websites or 3 blog, if you like, itong si Jojo, that they might want to visit. Yung isa, ang pangalan niya is CSR Stories.
CSR Stories.
Pag pumunta ka doon, you will be inspired by the volunteer work of ordinary people like us, as well as people na may pangalan. Pareho sinishare nila. Iba-ibang kwento, napakaraming kwento doon. Pangalawa, meron doon CSR Bulletin. Gusto mo lang malaman what this is all about. Mag-sign up ka, wala naman yan, libre yan. And we will start sending you copies of our bulletin para makita mo where can you go to volunteer, what is going on, saan ka pwedeng makakita ng mga taga-Cordillera, taga-Mayans, gano'n. Meron tayong bulletin. Di ba?
Oo.
And then, kung meron pang ginawang maliit na study or kwento na involves some comparative work, meron kaming wiki CSR. Padala mo doon, mag-comment ka, mag-share. So, through those three things na inareglo ina-organize ni Jojo, people can experience CSR to CSR stories. They can learn something to CSR bulletin, and then they can get all of this other stuff from wiki CSR.
Ayun, Jojo ha, kakuwantakin kita.
Sige
You know
po.
why? Because I have a project for the youth there. O, nakwento ko sa inyo yung kanina, Mr. Yapa, no? So, magkakatulungan tayo rito. Anyway, any last words, sir, for our listeners?
Para sa amin po, dito sa Benita and Catalina Yap Foundation, BCYF, na is celebrating its 21st year this year, ang gusto naming ipahiwatig sa lahat is, kahit na sino ka, pwede kang tumulong sa ating bansa through CSR. Kung gusto nyo, wag natin tawagan CSR. Tawagan natin pagbo-volunteer. Tawagan natin pakikipagkawang gawa. But one of these days, pag naisip mo, is there more? Makakatulong ba? You can ask us. And for practical purposes naman, meron kaming grupo called CSR Jobs. Basta't nag-volunteer ka, natuto ka ng totoong CSR, there are corporations willing to hire you and give you a premium just because volunteer ka.
Ayun.
Para naman practical din kasi marami din nangangailangan ng trabaho at ng tulong.
Tawagin nyo ng CSR 3.0.
Yan.
Parang Sarah Geronimo
Yes,
lang, hindi ba?
Sarah.
Doon sa pelikula niya. Ewan ko kung napanood ni Mr. Yap yan.
Hindi ba?
Anyway, Mr. Yap, thank you ha. May part 2 tayo ha.
Sige po, welcome
Alright.
po.
Ang founder po and chairman ng Benita and Catalina Yap Foundation, Mr. Antonio Yap, si Ms. Joanna Armenta, ang program officer ng CSR Today, at si Ms. Ana Charina Cabatuando, tama ba ako? Oo. Program officer ng Institute for Social Enterprise at Development ng Benita and Catalina Yap Foundation. O, magkakasama-sama po tayo muli, ha, sir?
Yes,
At
ma'am.
on Monday sa Asian Institute
Of Management
of
Conference
Management
Center.
Conference Center sa Makati po yan, 8 to 5 ng hapon. Maraming salamat po sa inyo, Attorney Claire. Thank you.
Yes, nananawagan ng Philippine Academy of Sakya Alumni Association. Magkakaroon po kayo ng mooncake induction celebration sa September